Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to look at my Braids Cabal Minion deck. I did a deck tech on this probably like 3 or 4 months ago. I don't know. It's been a while. And I have played it, a few times. And I made some changes here and there. So I'll just go through it and then talk about where I'm going to go from here. I think I am going to change the commander and go with something else. So Braids, obviously, when you slap this down, a lot of people are just going to groan. So there's that. You have Soul Ring, obviously. Quest for the Nile Stone. So whenever an opponent discards a card, put a quest counter on it. So if it has 3 or 2 or more quest counters on it at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you can have them lose 5 life if they don't have any cards in their hand. So I went with a discard control kind of deck that had Braids as like the control place, I guess, to place the board a little bit more, because if they're sacking permanents and discarding, that's going to put people behind. I just had a bunch of sack fodder like this guy. Rumors, 1 mana, everybody discards except you. Fatal Push, Shanling Ghast, again, you can sack them. Get value, Dark Writ, Blood Pet, Greedy Freebooter, you get a treasure token when he dies. Shrieking Affliction, this is like the win con of the deck, or one of the win cons. Basically just, the point was like just to control people out of the game to where they just start losing life to affliction effects, was kind of the idea. Cult Conscript, Feed the Swarm, obviously. Demonic Council, this card is insane. Love it. It's like, I would say it's not as good as like a Demonic Tutor, obviously, but it's still insanely good for the price anyway. Arcane Signet, Blood Artist, obviously, Burglar Rat, Walk the Plank. There's better options, but this is just what I have. Curse Marauder, the card's insane. Then we have our cards that when they enter, your opponent's a discard. So this guy does that, and then they're also sack fodder for Braids. So Virus Beetle, Cast Down. It's unfortunate that it doesn't hit non-legendary creatures because obviously can't hit commanders, but there's a lot of creatures that you can still hit with this that are pretty good, Skull Clamp Snail, they exile a card from their hand. Smother. Lively Dirge is amazing. It's never really 2 mana because obviously you're doing the spree. Charcoal Diamond, Deadly Dispute. Frontal Grass is really good. Edict, Sign in Blood, Smallpox. This card is, so fun. Blood Gas, just keeps recurring itself. Bandit's Talent, again, this is the, affliction damage each turn, when you start locking them out of the game. Anyway, in theory, right? So, Resell My Skeleton, Elvish Doomsayer, when she dies, everybody discards except you. Grub, when he dies, he makes 2 more dudes. Dave, Toxic Deluge, insane. Ensnaring Bridge, again, try to search for this, and then this is basically how you win the game. Because they can't attack you, and they just kind of sit there and continue losing life. Bantus, it's a quick fix, but it causes you know, a lot of problems after you play it. Obviously, because your lands don't untap, so you're kind of your lands don't really need to untap because Braids is a upkeep trigger, so it's still kind of eh. It's a quick, it's like a band-aid, I guess, but it does put you behind. Spectre is 3 mana. It's okay. Power Stone, Liliana. Anytime I can fit this card in the deck, I always try to fit it in. This card is insane. I cannot believe it's 3 mana and everybody discards 2 cards. Well, except you. Commander Spear, Braids. Obviously, I have to put this in. You know, playing the commander, right? Morbid, Desolation. Don't know if this is on the Game Changers list, but it's a salty card for sure. Megrim. She makes Pest when you play instant sorceries. Oppression causes depression, so Blood Pact, Playcrafter, Midnight Reaper. This card is really funny, but it kind of affects with like the strategy, because like they can return permanents to their hand, but you can make them discard it, maybe, I don't know. But this is another way to deal damage over time when they start losing value, right? So Diabolic Tutor, it's okay. It's fine. Unnerved, again, it's a 4 mana. Everybody discards 2. Sorin, you know, this deck, like, once you start playing your stuff, you start losing value a little bit. So we need cards that get us value, you know, over time, and he was fine. This guy is 4 mana. Each opponent discards a card when he enters. Yeah. He's only here for a blocker, and he has 4 black pips, so I'll explain that in a minute. Smokestack. This card is... that card's super fun. Not really. Grim Servant. Obviously, it's another tutor card. Great card. Extinction Event. I was playing the -4/-1 for a while, but I found that exiling things was a little bit better. Leyline of the Void. That really makes people mad, especially when you open it. Grave Merchant, again, that's why Obliter is in there, because you basically want to get like as many enchantments, black pips on the board, and then cast this, and then hopefully that's, you know, enough to win, hopefully. But and then Professor Onyx is insane. Whenever you cast instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 2 life and gain 2 life. So again, another value card over time. So again, so problems were a lot of powerful cards. Oops, a lot of powerful cards, but I found it hard to keep up in mono black. And then there's not really like a infinite combo or anything, so that was unfortunate. A lot of times, because there was a lot of times when I was ahead and people were suffering from Braids, but I had no way to actually close the game out. So yeah, I still end up losing because either they make me like, they pop Braids, or they get rid of my win cons, or something like, well, win cons in quotes. I mean, it takes a while for the deck. It kind of makes people suffer, and then that's when you start winning through the suffering, when they're losing life for not having cards in their hand. Because one of my favorite decks in Modern was 8-rack, you know, and so this is kind of like a mono black 8-rack, I guess, but with Braids kind of being you know, being at the helm here. Again, you can probably dump like $5 grand into any deck and make it like a CEDH level deck. And I am trying to make this high powered, but I want to use it with like the cards that I have, or you know, ones that are more affordable, because I think that's more fun personally. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents there on that. So I will be taking this deck apart and trying out the Son of Yawgmoth here, and just kind of see how it goes from there.